What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Scott, the Life Artist here, just back from central London, and I had an idea of exposing all spirituality, spiritual communities. And the reason being is because you guys are not honest. Most people who claim to be spiritual are not honest. And I'll be honest, most human beings are not very honest themselves, right? But I highlight the spiritual community to bring up the gobbledygook that is in all of us. And that I used to have that, and I still do, but I've realized to get more gutsy with my expression because I'm not here long in this life. It doesn't matter if I live to 1,000 years, 100 years, 10 years. It will be over in a flash. So why not express who I am, my truth as authentically as possible. So I'm here to tell you guys off, man. Now, I've been around different spiritual communities: Thailand, Vietnam, America, UK, of course, that's where I'm from. And man, one thing I've found is that people who claim to be light and love have a dark side and can be real bitches and bastards and have a lot of fear, right? Have you ever seen spiritual people? They can be, yeah, all light and love, But then behind the scenes, when unfortunately you manage to catch them one day, they have a bill and they have a damn panic attack. Like, I work in property and we have clients, and sometimes we have, very, very rare, but the occasional woo-woo spiritual client. And they can say many things, declare that they're psychic, declare that they're this, they're that. But when it comes to the practical, they fall to pieces, and they can turn mean and they can turn nasty. Listen to RSD Tyler. Owen Cook, he speaks about that because he lives in LA, and he speaks about when they have these big, gorgeous, glamorous parties, a lot of the people who are into spirituality steal stuff. They literally steal physical objects from people's homes. What's that about? Lack of awareness, lack of self-awareness, lack of self-worth, a discounting of who you really are, right? It's like many of them become perverts. I went to a Thai yoga school, and the guru, I won't mention his name, was a perv. He basically slept with every single woman. And then all the women would always wear black after. It was very, very odd. It was very, very odd. But it was a very odd community. And it's because it lacked guts, it lacks balls. And he kind of just took advantage because he was playing the dark side. And fair enough, he wanted to get laid, but there was a lack of integrity regarding, let's get some water, a lack of integrity regarding who we are as human beings. And it really takes an honest dude like me or you to tell a new truth and be willing to hurt other people's egos and just be like, you know what, man? You're saying all this, you're saying all the right words, but I ain't feeling it. And that's where you got to really, really feel it and be honest with yourself. Am I feeling it? Or am I buying into some whack job? Which, by the way, is God, is enlightened, but it just doesn't know it. Because I think I'm going to get something out of it, and I'm selling him my bullshit. And he's buying my bullshit, and I'm buying his. As opposed to being like, we're all great. We can all be perverts, all be sex addicts. We can all have issues around money, fear around women, men, relationships, marriage, all of these things. We're human beings, right? We see it in movies. And I'll tell you guys off now. We see it in movies and we're perfectly fine. We love the drama in movies. From the UK, you watch freaking Coronation Street, EastEnders, Home and Away if you're in Australia, all these big epic Marvel movies of black and white, dark and evil. We love the polarity. We love the drama. But when it comes to it being stained on our own shoulders and in our own life, we try to deny it. And often we try to be the goodie, but underneath we're raging. Right? You see someone like Andrew Tate who's being an extremist, right? He's not for everyone. And I totally get that. But he's got some balls, right? He's got some balls and some courage to say what he's going to say. And then people will detest him because there's a baddie in you. There's a shadow in you that you aren't willing to look at. And you can't be like, you know what? Some days I am an egomaniac. Because if you're walking around neurotic at train stations and you're thinking about people and being so self-concerned and self-important, that's called narcissism, mate. That's called narcissism, my friend. Most people are narcissistic. They really are. Because you believe, being so obsessed with self-preservation, that you're doing the right thing. And from one angle you are, there's nothing wrong with maintenance, self-preservation. But if you're totally consumed in your everyday and you don't realize the big picture, but there's something bigger going on, but you are God incarnate as a form. If you don't realize that, then you are so self-centered, it's unbelievable. The average person is so self-centered and self-obsessed and narcissistic. And you see someone like Andrew Tate being extreme, I don't know, Russell Brand or whoever, freaking Alex Jones, the president, a woman with her fucking tits out celebrating her sexuality, and you go, oh, she's a narcissist, he's a narcissist. No, my friend. It's called projection. The reason you're upset is because you're projecting, and you are also a narcissist. And that's perfectly fine, because I am as well. I'm projecting right now. I'm telling you off because I'm also telling myself off. It's okay. We can forgive each other. It's okay to have a shadow. It's okay to have a dark side. You have to honor the darkness. Doesn't mean you need to become it, but you have to honor the shadow within in order to transform. You can't discount it, right? You can't discount it. Because when push comes to shove and a demon's at your door, you want someone with some balls there. You ain't gonna go to Terry who's, unless Terry is so self-centered in a good way, he's so pristinely connected to source that he's like Yoda. I get that. But even Yoda knew how to kick ass. He could draw the sword when it was needed be. Even Michael, Archangel Michael, had the damn sword in his back, right? Ready to go down, just to let everyone know what's up, right? So know that. So look at the shade in me right now. Don't be so self-centered. Don't be a narcissist, and honor your needs. Get honest with reality and being human. Yes, you are the Lord. Yes, you are God, but you're also a down-to-earth, everyday 9-to-5 human. Get used to that. Let go of the superiority of thinking that you have some grand knowledge, because you don't. Even if you get something that's very specific and high and beautiful, and you are connected to astrology, you are connected to the gods, to Thor, to Source, to Lao Tzu, whatever it is, still ain't much different than reading a newspaper when you really look at it, because it's all Source, it's all God. But you have to get honest with yourself and be like, this is beautiful, but I'm here on earth to be physical. You came on earth to be a physical human being, not to eject out of it, right? It's a bit illogical. Your spirit's a bit illogical if you think that's the way it is, because it's grand to be human. It's grand to be separated. It's grand to evolve from nothing to something. It really is, all right? So I love you guys. Let's grow up, let's get real and rock and roll.